Motorola and Verizon are still trucking away at the Moto Z series of phones with its modular accessory system. This is Rich Brome from Phone Scoop, here with a quick look at the new Moto Z4. The Z4 looks like previous Z series phones, a big, thin slab. The flat back isn't the most comfy to hold, but it's necessary for a good fit with the Moto Mods snap-on accessories. The back panel is now matte finish etched glass, like on some OnePlus phones. I absolutely love the feel of this. It's luxuriously silky, and it resists fingerprints well, so it always looks nice. The screen is even larger than last year's model, thanks to a small notch. It's a very nice, Full HD OLED display. The battery is also larger, and the processor is much newer. But the big upgrade is with the cameras. The single rear camera now uses the same 48 megapixel sensor found in many flagship phones this year, and the front camera sports a whopping 25 megapixels. These sensors should provide good photo and video quality. Motorola makes a nice camera app, and they've been adding features to it steadily over the last few years. Unfortunately, the app has some odd limitations that hold back the camera experience compared to the competition. Even though it has only one camera per side, there is a portrait mode to blur the background, and they've added studio lighting effects just like Apple. But it only works on human faces, not objects, not even pets. Bummer. The 48 megapixel sensor in this phone is specifically designed to output 12 megapixel photos most of the time, using something called pixel binning to improve quality. In other phones that use this sensor, you can access the full 48 megapixels with a special mode. Unfortunately, there's no such mode on the Moto Z4. It only does 12 megapixels, even in RAW mode. Another bummer. Fortunately, this option is there for the front camera. You can choose between 25 megapixel mode or a higher quality 6 megapixel mode. Another bummer is that the manual mode is oddly designed and quite limited in what it can do. The camera has most other features you'd hope to find, like automatic HDR, slow motion, time-lapse, and a new night mode that stacks several exposures for better sensitivity. The software is a clean version of Android as designed by Google. Moto has their full suite of excellent shortcuts and smart features on this one, controllable from the Moto app or within the phone's settings. The display won't dim while you're actively looking at it, for example, and when it's flat, just wave your hand over it to check the time and new notifications. Motorola's take on gesture navigation is one of the best, with a relatively intuitive set of actions you perform on a thin button at the bottom. It's optional, and it walks you through a good tutorial when you turn it on. For $500, Motorola is throwing in the 360-degree camera mod. If you just want a good phone in that price range, this phone is going up against some strong competition. But the Z series is all about the mods, so if you're drawn to the mod system or are already invested in it, the Moto Z4 is a worthy entry in the series.